Goodfellow and Goodfellow Lind Real Estate has been nominated by Jessica Lacerata in the MS Shoelace Challenge. We nominate Wyatt Dowling Insurance.
Yes.
We nominate Steinbach Credit Union. And we also nominate
Vicker Chevrolet.
Good luck to all.
All right, 30 seconds. You guys ready? Go.
They don't have to be tied up in the end, do they?
Yep.
Yes, they do.
I can see that this isn't going to happen already.
I can see where it is. We do the challenge.
Oh, good. I got one.
Come on, come on, Julia.
Done. I can't like there's no way.
Oh,
Oh, good job.
5 seconds.
Yeah, mine's done too.
Done.
You almost did it. I have one.
I didn't do it.
Way to go, guys. Thank you.
It took me a long time to come to terms with admitting it, but unfortunately, I'm one of the 100,000 people in Canada that has MS. I was diagnosed in 1988. MS, it's multiple sclerosis, and it's a complex disease. No known cause and no known cure yet, but it's an autoimmune disease, and of the central nervous system, your brain, your spinal cord, your optic nerve, and your eye. And there's a few forms of it. Relapsing remitting, which about 85% of the population that have MS has relapsing remitting. And then you've got secondary progressive, and then primary progressive, and then you've got progressive relapsing, which is most serious of them. Myelin is it's a covering on the nerves. The body actually attacks itself and attacks it, and at that point, if there's enough disintegration of that myelin covering, it will cause the messages not to get through and scarring on the nerve. So then it never recovers because they don't know how to rebuild myelin at this point. Some of the symptoms it's unpredictable. There's a variety of symptoms. Not everyone suffers the same. Fatigue is one of the biggest ones. Trouble walking, lack of energy, lack of coordination, muscle spasms, weakness, tingling is a big one. When I was diagnosed by the doctor, the neurologist, who I'd never met before, I was just sent there from my optometrist. And I went into the room and I wasn't even sitting down. And he said, "Oh, yeah, you have MS." And I sat down on my glasses and broke my glasses. It was a shock to me, but I just was wondering, like, when he told me, I said, "What is it? Am I going to die? Like, I have a baby at home. I have a son at home. I can't die. Like, what am I going to do? What's tomorrow going to bring?" Like, I didn't know anything about it, and what do I do now? Just fix me. He gave me steroids, and I went home. Had to take the steroids, which basically the steroid progresses whatever attack you're having very quickly, which was the optic neuritis. So I went blind in the one eye, and while I was home with a baby, it was tough. And then I had to go on disability and not knowing, am I going to come back from disability? Do I come back and then I get attacked, another attack? So many unknowns, but that's life. On one hand, you didn't want to put it out there because I worked at a bank back then, and I was progressing, moving up the ladder, and was it going to stop my career? I wasn't sure. I didn't know. So telling my family was another thing. My mother blamed herself. No one knew what to do. Well, they don't know. They don't know what to do. Yeah, and it was tough back then, and I didn't even know if my spouse wanted to stay with me because I had to give him a choice. We did have the conversation that if this went bad, you don't have to stay married to me, and that was a tough conversation because I had kids too. But I didn't want him because I believed I was going to be in a wheelchair. That's my thoughts. Was MS. Oh my God, I'm going to be in a wheelchair and I'm going to be dead. That was back then. But after an attack, you're never the same as you were before the attack. it doesn't affect me quite as you think because I don't let it rule my life day to day. I just am always aware in the morning, especially of how my day is, how am I feeling, how's my body feeling, is it energetic, how's it going? And then I sort of look to see what the rest of my week is going to be like or my day is going to be like, and I sort of plan. One thing for sure is if I'm not having a good day or an off day as I call it, I don't wear high heeled shoes. It may be a day that I'm going to take a tumble or I'm not going to have good balance that day. So I just have to watch that. That's about it. And then there's the days I go into a blank. It happens to all of us, but more often than not, yeah, my mind will just go blank. So, yeah. The biggest challenge is, there's always little challenges, but the biggest challenge is just to stay positive and upbeat and stay on top of and try to determine on that day what my obstacles with EMS may be, or stay ahead of the curve, because not doing things that are going to maybe bring on an attack, just sort of, we're always aware. So those are the things I deal with on a daily basis. It's a challenge to sort of watch, well, do I do that or do I avoid doing that? Especially heat. I try to avoid doing things with heat because sometimes it can set me back. Well, I've had enough attacks in my life, but thankfully it hasn't been recent.
How many have you had actually?
3 good ones that have knocked me off, like the sight, losing the sight in my left eye, the right side of my body, losing the use of my hand and my leg dragging. There's just been enough that it's caused problems with my fingertips. I don't have sensation in my fingertips, so that's one of the reminders that I have had these attacks, and that's, I've never got it back, and I won't. They still don't know if it's a disease that is caused, it's hereditary, or if it's not contagious. You can't catch MS like some people think. Is it environmental? They don't know yet. That there's a lot of work going on with the fundraising that individuals and companies do on an ongoing basis, and that with the MS Society here in Manitoba and Canada, they're easily accessible if anybody wants more information about it. And with the MS, just knowing the kinds of MS and how many people around you actually have MS, because there are a lot, and you don't realize it. I mean, I'm walking proof. If people look at me, they don't know I have MS, and my hopes is that people will get a better understanding of multiple sclerosis and step up and see that yes, they can make a difference and they can help and help us find a cause and a cure to MS, because that's our goal. And I'll always be here, and I'll continue to walk. I promise everyone that I've talked to with MS that I'll continue to walk and fundraise until they find a cure. It may not be in my lifetime, but I'll do as much as I can to make it happen and get a better understanding and educate people on it. But I have relapsing remitting, and do my best to not be there and not be people thinking that when they see me, that, oh, she has MS. No, I don't think about that. This time of year I really think about it because it's the MS walk. This is the time I kick into gear and really have to think of others, and I walk for those with my MS walk, Team Mass Synergy. I walk for those who can't walk for themselves, who can't be out there doing what I'm doing. And I count myself lucky. I've spoken to so many people in the recent years that have MS, and while fundraising, and we all share in the same belief that a cause and a cure will be found soon. So keep that in mind all the time. I mean, we're not fundraising and doing all this research not to find a cure, and it's getting closer. And just know that you're never ever alone. And people seem to forget that. They think, like when I was first diagnosed, I didn't have anybody. I just had family. Thank God I had family to help me to get through this. I may have MS, but it doesn't have me, and it makes me feel better somehow to say that, because MS does not define me.